Hey out there and welcome. I'm Kate. This is going to be a short intermediate flow where we do some twisting, some elbows to knees, and some balancing on our toes. So grab a couple of blocks just in case, find a quiet spot, roll out your mat, and I'll see you in a few. Okay, so we're going to get started seated. So if you want to grab one of your blocks, or a pillow if you've got one nearby, and take a seat on it. You can sit in Sukhasana here in a comfortable seat, or you can sit with your feet tucked underneath you. Oh, that's quite nice. Whatever works, whatever works for you today. And take a few moments just to close your eyes, to settle in, and just breathe. And begin to shift your awareness from what's going on out there on the outer edges of your mat to what's going on here on your mat with your body and your breath and all the other crazy that's happening maybe internally. And see if as you shift your awareness to your breath that you can start to maybe calm down the crazy a little bit. That's it. Another couple of breaths here. One more, why not? For good measure, take a breath in and then let it out. All right, so if your eyes are closed, you're gonna bring them open. Take your left arm, stretch it straight up toward the ceiling. You're gonna bend your elbow, walk your fingertips down your back, and grab a hold of that elbow with your right hand. And just give yourself a little shoulder stretch here. Excuse me. That's it. You can find that divot in the back of your elbow and feel it roll toward the front of the mat. So you get a little more rotation through the arm there, through the shoulder, and then press that elbow straight back. Take another breath. And when you exhale, you're going to release that. Arms down to the sides, and then take your right arm and stretch it up right alongside your ears. Same deal here. Bend your elbow, walk your fingertips down your back, and you're going to grab a hold of that elbow with your left hand. Same thing, you can find that divot there with your middle finger, and then roll the divot so it faces forward, and start to press your elbow back. So I have a big tendency to lift the low rib, so just notice if you do the same. If those low ribs start to kind of pop out, tuck them back in. Relax your shoulders. Take a breath. When you exhale, you're going to bring your hands to interlace behind your head. Feel the tops of your shoulders drop from your ears, and you're just going to lean a little bit over to the right. Let the left elbow stretch up. Come up through the middle and lean a little bit over to the left, stretching up through your right elbow. And then come back up through the middle. And when you exhale, you're going to take a little twist over to the right, back through center, and a twist over to the left. Back through center. You're going to keep your hands right at the back of your head and slowly start to drop your chin to your chest. Feel your shoulders soften again and start to relax your elbows toward your ears like you were wearing elbow earmuffs. Yes. And now you can kind of modify how much weight you want to put in the back of your head here. So just find a place that feels like it's a good stretch to the back of your neck, maybe down through the upper back. Another breath here. And you're going to keep your head bowed, keep your hands where they are, but start to lift your elbows up again. So they're going to float up toward the ceiling. Head still bowed. I know it seems weird, but keep your head still bowed. Hands at the back of your head. Start to press the back of your head into your hands. So now we're stretching and and activating the muscles. Take another breath there. And then inhale, you're gonna lift up, keeping the hands right where they are. Exhale, take a twist to the left. Inhale through the middle. Exhale, take a twist to the right. And then back through the middle. Release your arms. Gonna swing your hands behind your back, interlace your fingers at your low back. Roll your shoulders kind of up toward your ears, draw them back, and use the weight of your knuckles to pull them down. And maybe let your head bop side to side. That's it. And from here, you're gonna release that. Okay, come on into table. And once you hit your table, just roll through a couple of rounds of cat and cow. It seems like a good idea for most classes to start with some cat and cow. So let's do it. As you move, excuse me, if you find a yawn. Now, if you find any cranky spots, you can move into them. I'm gonna do one more round. And at the end of your next exhalation, the next rounded spine, you're gonna come back to neutral. Okay? And take your right leg, stretch it straight back behind you, tuck your toes, belly button in, gonna float your right leg up. And then come onto the left fingertips, take your left arm, reach it forward. Inhale. When you exhale, elbow to knee. Here we go, round one. Give a little tap. Inhale, reach. Exhale, tap. One more. Inhale, reach. And then exhale, tap it in. Okay, so we're gonna find that extension again. So left hand reaches, right leg reaches. You can drop that right foot onto the mat and take the left hand to the base of your skull here. So your elbow's bent again. So when you inhale, you're gonna open your chest to the left. Elbow points up toward the ceiling. And when you exhale, you're gonna cross over, elbow to knee, and squeeze. Inhale, stretch the right leg out. Keep the foot on the mat as you twist open. Exhale, squeeze it in and round. One more of those. Inhale. And exhale, squeeze in. All right, inhale now, we're gonna extend back into our bird dog. And then take the left hand down, drop your right knee, walk both hands forward, spread your fingers, tuck your toes, and take it up and back into a down dog just for a second. So you got a moment to pedal out and stretch into places where we haven't gotten quite the chance to stretch yet. Yeah, okay? Then you're gonna drop your knees, come back into table, hands back underneath your shoulders. Let's do the other side. Left leg's gonna go back, belly strong, float your left leg up, find your balance, take your right arm forward. Inhale. Exhale, elbow to knee, give a tap. Inhale, reach. Elbow to knee as you exhale. One more. Reach it out and then tap it in. Okay? Inhale, find that reach. When you exhale, drop the left foot to the mat, bend your right elbow, take your hand to the back of your head. Okay? Inhale, we're gonna open up. Exhale, elbow to knee, hug it in and tap. Inhale, reach and twist. Exhale, elbow to knee. Boop. One more, left foot can stay on the mat. Inhale, exhale, elbow to knee. Stretch it back out through your bird dog. And then plant the right hand, plant the left knee. Another downward facing dog. Walk your hands forward. Spread your fingers, tuck your toes. Slide your hips up and back. Spread your fingers wide. Feel the heads of your arm bones gently drop into the sockets, even as you push the floor away with your hands. Okay? Gaze it forward. You're gonna tiptoe up to the top of the mat. Hang here for a moment, soften your knees, grab opposite hand to elbow and let yourself sway a little bit side to side. All right, drop those hands, inhale, halfway lift. Exhale and fold. Press the floor away. Come all the way up, Urdhva Hastasana. And hands down through prayer. Okay? Inhale, bring it out and up. Exhale and fold, Uttanasana. Halfway lift, lengthen, and a downward facing dog. Take it back. You can get hoppy if you want to hop. You can throw a vinyasa in if you want. It's all up to you. Okay? Inhale, take your right leg, lift it up, stretch it back. When you exhale, we're going to take the gaze forward, step your foot up between your thumbs. Drop your back knee. Inhale, reach your arms up. Soften your shoulders as you exhale. Pull your low belly in. Keep the legs scissoring. Bring your hands down through prayer. Inhale here. And exhale, elbow to knee. Gonna cross that over and twist it out. Yes, that's it. Inhale, reach it up. Exhale, hands to the mat. Step back, downward facing dog. Easy peasy. Inhale, come on forward into your plank. And exhale, lower down, knees, chest, chin. If you want chaturanga, we're gonna come all the way under the belly. Untuck your toes, curl up into a baby cobra. Deep breath here. And release your forehead, tuck your toes. Downward facing dog, pull it up and stretch it back. Okay, left leg. Inhale, sweep it up. Exhale, step it forward. Back knee down. Anjaneyasana on your inhale. Sweep your arms up and out. Yeah. Low belly in, scissor the inner thighs. Just working a bit of a stretch here. Warming up as you bring your hands into prayer. Inhale, and when you exhale, right elbow to that left knee. Oh, give yourself the twist. You got it. Inhale, back up through the middle. Exhale, hands to the mat. Step back again. Downward facing dog. Okay. From here, you're gonna gaze forward, walk or hop, Uttanasana. Halfway lift and fold. Press the floor away. Come all the way up, Urdhva Hastasana, and you're gonna dive right back down over your legs, Uttanasana, fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, let it go. Soften your knees. You're gonna interlace your fingers. Take the thumbs right to the base of your skull. So your hands are just gonna kind of cradle the base of your skull, your thumbs right along the edges of your neck here. Just let yourself sway here. Give yourself a little neck massage with your thumbs if you want. All right, release your hands. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, downward facing dog. All right, inhale, sweep your right leg up. Gonna bend your knees, stack your hip open, keeping the shoulders as square as you can. Inhale, stretch it out. Take your gaze forward. As you exhale, you're gonna step it up. Come high on your fingertips, sink your hips. You got it, inhale. Exhale, sweep your right leg up and back again. Same thing, you're gonna bend your knees, stack your hip, open it up. Yes. This time, you're gonna drop down onto the ball of your right foot, finding a little wild thing. Take your right hand to the base of your skull. All right, inhale. When you exhale, elbow to knee. You're gonna take that right elbow to your right knee and crunch. Inhale, open up. Exhale, elbow to knee. Inhale, open it up. Exhale, elbow to knee. We're gonna try to keep elbow to knee. Step your right foot forward. You're gonna pivot all the way around. Warrior two, sweep your left arm up and breathe. Don't worry if you didn't get that on the first try. We've got another side to do. It's all good. Soften your shoulders. It's okay. Gonna bring your hands again to the back of your head, interlace your fingers, inhale. When you exhale, take your right elbow down to your right knee, take your gaze to your right foot. You're gonna step your left foot up next to your right. So we're here, it's awkward, it's okay. Come onto the ball of your right foot. You're gonna slowly open up. This knee comes out to the side, finding your balance here. Elbow to knee. You can straighten the leg if you're fancy. or if you want to fall. And then step your right foot back. Find your crescent lunge, inhale. That's it. Exhale, hands to the mat. Step it back, downward facing dog. Inhale, rock forward. And exhale, lower all the way down. Untuck your toes. And you guessed it. Take the hands, interlace your fingers behind your head. Here we go. Root down through the legs, tops of the feet plant. Feel your pubic bone root down, elbows lift, shoulders release away from the ears. Inhale, come up. And then you hit that brick wall like, man, I can't lift anymore. It's okay. Inhale. Exhale, slide your hands under your shoulders, tuck your toes, downward facing dog. Okay? Second side. Inhale, sweep your left leg up. Exhale, bend your knee, stack your hip, open it up. Square it off. Down dog split, inhale. Exhale, step it forward. Come high onto your fingertips, sink your hips, lift your chest forward, inhale. When you exhale, you're gonna swing your left leg back again, down dog split. Bend your knee, stack that hip again. This time, drop it back, find your wild thing. Left hand to the back of your head, inhale. Exhale, elbow to knee, as close as you can get it. Boop. Inhale. Exhale, elbow to knee. One more, inhale. Exhale, elbow to knee. See if you can hold it there. You're gonna pivot around, step your left foot forward, drop your right heel, windmill it up. Warrior two. Woohoo! See, you got it the second time. It's all good. Take a break here as you soften your shoulders. Gather your breath. And then bring your hands behind your head. Maybe your other pinky hasn't gotten a chance to be on the top. So switch the cross of your hands. Why not? Inhale here, and then exhale, you're gonna take that left elbow to your left knee, take your gaze forward, and you know, the awkward transition of stepping your right foot to meet your left. Shift your weight onto your right foot, and you're gonna slowly come up to stand. Elbow to knee. You can work to straighten the leg if you want, and then swing that left leg back. Crescent lunge. Inhale. Exhale. Hands to the mat. Step it back. Downward facing dog. We got this. Gaze forward. As you exhale, walk or hop. Boom. Halfway lift and fold. Press the floor away. Come all the way up, Urdhva Hastasana. And slide your hands down through the middle. Okay, one more flow. Here it goes. Inhale, reach out and up. Exhale and fold. Lengthen as you breathe in, and downward facing dog. Take a couple of breaths here. Try to relax through your shoulders. Okay. Inhale, take your right leg up, stretch it back. Exhale, you're gonna take your knee to your right elbow. Oh, hello, boop. Up and back. Knee over to that left elbow. Boop, up and back. And then step your right foot up between your thumbs. All right, come high onto your fingertips. You're gonna push your weight into the floor. Come up onto your two peace fingers here. So now most of the weight is in my legs, right? Right fingertips are gonna gaze. The eyeballs in my fingertips are gonna gaze up. You're gonna take your right hand, stretch it up. Left fingertip still on the mat. Keep this extension through your right arm. Slowly come up to stand. So we've got our torso twisting to the long edge of the mat here. And then take your right hand to that left leg, scoop your tailbone, lift up and stretch back through your left fingertips. Inhale, woo! Exhale, left elbow, you got it, to your right knee. Press your palms. Push a little bit into your elbow, feel your chest lift. So you're not collapsing your weight down into the floor, but kind of lifting away from it. All right, gonna take your gaze down and we're gonna come into warrior three, elbow still to knee. So glue this bad boy right where it is. Hop the back foot forward, shift onto your right foot. See if you can float the left leg up. Keeping your elbow glued to your knee, step your left foot next to your right, sink your hips, little revolved chair pose. Keep your elbow glued to your knee. Shift your weight into your left foot. Come onto the ball of your right. You're gonna slowly, slowly, slowly come on up to stand. If you can, straighten this leg, go for it. If you're thinking, hell no, then don't. Bend your knee. We're gonna come back into your chair. Elbow still there. Gaze down at the floor one more time. You're gonna come onto the balls of your feet. You're wondering, where do the toes come in? They come in right here, finding a toe balance as you bend your knees, sink your hips. Still in this glorious twist, and breathe. Elbow still connected to this knee. Take your hands to the floor right outside your right hip and take a seat back behind you. Feet about hips distance apart, legs active here. Swing your right hand behind you. Inhale, lift your chest. As you exhale, take your twist. Left elbow is gonna push into your right knee and the right knee is gonna push right back. Bend your left elbow and breathe. And now, keep the lift through your chest, the length through your spine. Maybe the right hand comes up too. Okay, so this may be where you end this little vinyasa. If you wanna go into a Parsvarabhakasana, if you wanna go into a side crow, we're gonna go for it. So walk your heels in. You can keep this connection elbow to knee. I mean, they're glued, right? So you're gonna come up, balancing on the balls of your feet, left hand to the mat, and do a little negotiating. So you bring that right knee a little higher up onto the left arm. Plant both hands, shoulder distance apart. Right elbow is gonna hook in towards your right hip, okay? If you want to, you can drop your hip forward and lay the right side body on that right elbow. It's all good, okay? That's the first variation here. Gonna hug that elbow in, start to bend your elbows, walk your feet back, and then play with sweeping the feet up toward the ceiling. And then drop your feet. Okay, hit your butt. Boat pose. Yeah, take a second here. Yeah, all right. Cross one leg in, then the other. Plant your hands, step it back. Downward facing dog. Inhale forward into plank. Knees, chest, chin. Chaturanga, down to the mat. Drop your belly, untuck your toes, interlace your fingers behind the back of your head. Legs strong, rooted into the mat. Lift your elbows, inhale, curl up. Inhale. Exhale, release your hands. Tuck your toes. Downward facing dog. Pull it up. Stretch it back. All right, left side. Inhale, sweep that left leg up. Exhale, knee to elbow. Boop. Up and back. Knee over to that right side, cross. And tap. And up and back. And then step that left foot forward. Pop up onto your fingertips. And now you're gonna push into the floor with your feet and then come onto your two peace fingers here, okay? Right fingertips are gonna stay right where they are. The left fingertips are not gonna take their gaze upward. Just kidding. Left fingertips are gonna reach up. Stay strong through your legs. Keep reaching through that left arm as you come up. Keeping that twist toward the left edge of your mat there. Left hand comes to the right leg. Tailbone's gonna scoop. Pubic bone tries to tilt up. It's a lot of stuff going on. So just think about this low belly in and up, and then sweep your right arm up. Find some space in the right side body. Keep it there as you sail your left elbow, or your right elbow to that left knee. Press your palms and twist. Okay, your elbow is gonna glue here. So glue that bad boy around, okay? Gaze down to the mat. Slowly, warrior three. With that right elbow to your knee. Yeah, ha 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 ha. You can do it. When you're ready to, you're gonna tuck your right foot next to your left. A little prayer chair. Okay, shift your weight into your right foot now. Come onto the ball of your left. Elbows still on this knee. You can rock it. We're gonna come on up for a standing balance. You got it. If you wanna work to straighten the leg. And then step it back into your prayer chair. Okay, gonna start to lift onto the balls of your feet. Bend your knees, bend your knees, bend your knees, bend your knees. Butt to your heels. Find your twisting toe balance. And then take your hands to the mat. I'm gonna spin around. Take your hands to the mat and take a seat. Pop your feet out in front. So now we've got this right elbow, left knee. Legs strong, right? Don't let the legs kind of collapse over to the side. Keep them steady. Left hand comes behind you. Inhale, sit high. And when you exhale, twist, bringing this right hand into a hello position. Okay? And now you can lift the left hand. Chest stays buoyant. Crown of the head reaching up. Inhale. And if you want to hang out here and work this twist, you can hang out here and work this twist. If you want to work your side crow, walk your feet in, shift your weight forward. Okay, so this right elbow is going to negotiate again. All right. Plant your hands, shoulder distance. Left elbow wants to chicken wing out to the side, but hug it in, and you can set your left side right on your arm there, right? Shift your weight forward, nose to the mat, and notice how your feet start to just kind of pull back behind you, and then fire up your legs. Lift them up. Then you're gonna set it back down, butt to the mat. Boat pose. Boom. Yes. And then slowly you're gonna roll it down onto the floor, making sure there's nothing behind you that's gonna cause any harm. Draw both knees in, rock a little bit side to side. Okay? All right, one last little bit with your hands behind your head, because we just have to, right? Knees are gonna stay bent. We're gonna do a little bicycle action. I don't do it often, but let's do it. So you're gonna lift your torso, take your right elbow toward your left knee as you stretch your right leg out. Inhale through the middle, exhale, cross the other side. And back to the middle and cross. The middle, every exhale brings this cross. Try to get the shoulder blade off the floor. It's tempting for the knee to crunch in, but see if you can keep the knee steady and crunch up toward the knee instead of drawing your knee down towards you. We're just going to keep going with this because I know you're having fun. I am too. So why end the party quite yet? Really focus on that twist as best you can. I'm not even thinking about the extended leg. It's probably not even straight. But working with the twist. All right, guys, let's do one more. Over to the left knee and over to the right. Drop your torso, grab both knees with your hands. For another moment here, you're gonna roll it out. Okay, so this is a resting pose that I learned a long time ago from one of my favorite teachers and one of my mentors when I first started. His name was Alex. So Alex, this one's for you. You're gonna roll onto your belly. Okay? And once you're there, you're gonna take your right knee and draw it up. And your left arm can just do whatever feels comfortable. If you want a blanket underneath you, if you don't want to do this, it's okay if this isn't comfortable for you. You're going to take your right elbow to your right knee, resting on your cheek here. You can bring your index finger and your middle finger to that space right between your eyebrows. And we're going to relax here. Close your eyes. And try to release into the floor. This is in place of our Shavasana. So just follow the rhythm of your breath. And we're going to slowly transition to the other side. So flatten yourself out on your belly. Going to start to twist over to the left. Bend your left knee up and in, and you're going to take your left elbow to your left knee and bring your index finger and middle finger, that space between your eyebrows. And we're going to rest here. Try to soften once again. And relax into your breath. And slowly start to lengthen yourself out again on the mat. Slide your hands underneath your shoulders. You're going to press yourself up and back to a child's pose. For one more moment here, you can stack your fists, rest your forehead on your hands, or on a block if you've got one nearby. And slide your hands underneath you and slowly make your way up into a comfortable seat. If it's possible to keep your eyes closed while doing it, go for it. And make your way up. Let your shoulders soften. Let the crown of your head rise up even as your sitting bones root down. And bring your palms together into Anjali Mudra and bow your head and take a moment to honor your body, your breath, your elbows and your knees and your toes and everything in between, and honor this practice for the serenity and the good feeling it brings into your body and hopefully into your mind too. That is the goal, right? So thank you for practicing with me. As always, like, share, subscribe, hit that little bell so you know when the new stuff is coming. I've got a great library of some other things. If you really want to hit a side crow and you weren't able to do it, I have a longer side crow flow from a few months ago. You can scroll through the archives and find that, or I break it down a little bit more. We focus more on getting there. So do that if you want. I look forward to practicing with you again. Have a fantastic day. Namaste.